What's going on, team? Welcome back along to season 11 of Global Rugby Manager. Today we kick off our season with a clutch match against our almost was becoming our arch nemesis, our biggest rival of all, the Hawke's Bay Sharks. These guys have knocked us out of the last two semi-final fixtures, and today we are looking for revenge. They are the home team, which is probably the biggest advantage to start off a season you could wish for. We are looking for the upset. We haven't beaten these guys, I don't think, in forever as we kick off season 11 of Global Rugby Manager with the Invercargill Invaders up against the Hawke's Bay Sharks. We are a man down. There's no place today for the injured hooker, Gerhard Bogita, which means it is Petrescu who takes a spot in the middle of the front row. The rest of the team is pretty much first choice heading into the season opener against this really tough side, the Hawke's Bay Sharks. They've got themselves a great opportunity line out to get into an attacking position early on after a kicking duel between fullbacks. It's ended up finding a touch, and they're setting themselves up in centre field just outside of our 22. And they are looking to put a bit of pressure on early. Lavada, a name we've heard many times before, but it's a new look with their number 9 speaks of not recalling that name. Ramoni, the elusive propping it going. Guerra in the second row, having a bit of a stab cuff across the borders. Picked up by Gage Carter, Mr. Brilliant from season 10. He was an outstanding figure in this Invaders side as we get a little bit of possession, and Sam Cooper makes the advantage zone brilliantly like he does every single time, and it's fired away to the young gun, Simon Thunder du Plessis, who's kicked a beautiful ball. What a kick from Mr. du Plessis. And he's put the Invaders in a really good position just outside the 22 of the Sharks, who I expect, make a bit of a hash of that, and it's been turned over. Cooper picks it up. It's a knock-on by the Sharks. Eventually, from that, we will get the scrum and the first look at the two packs. Carrots goes short side to Gage Carter, takes on 2 defenders, and quickly there is Joshua Evans to skewer ball back for the Invaders. Waiting is Garrity, who fires inside ball for Cooper. Right on the 22 now. Big opportunity here for the Invaders. Here is Evans, and he's lost the ball. Our open side flanker. The worst thing he can do is lose the pill in a situation like that. And Ross has hammered that downfield up over the halfway line by a whisker. And that is a good release there from the Sharks. The line out is overthrown by the Invaders, and back to Ross it goes, who just kicked it away, and he's reclaimed the ball back for the Sharks in this opening stanza of this season opening match. What a game it is to have, too, as a semi-final rematch is out wide. Guerra gets room for the ball, and he's knocked it on. The tackle, brilliant there from Bartolomei Gossard. And support was on hand as well from Carrick's Garrity. And it's kicked away from Watschek. And advantage is still on the side of the Invaders. We will sit down for our second scrum of the match. Garrity, away he goes to Clyde Edwards, a first receiver. Not sure what he's really doing there as he's put an aimless kick down the middle of the park, and wow, Lucy has just drilled this straight back down the center of the park, and dead and go it goes. A couple of brain-dead kicks there from 2 wingers. And the Invaders will set another scrum, the third of the match, as Simon Thunder du Plessis takes on the line. And the youngster looks to set up an early impression. Here's Watschek down the sideline. He goes a tidy kick, but at the back easily is Cardoso, who claims it. Now Gossard juggles on the catch and runs him back. Leon Richards is there. And the Invaders hang on to the ball. We are 6.5 into the game already. As here's Griffith Watschek again. Takes on 2 defenders. And the Invaders will be likely to kick this away. Carrot Garrity with a box kick. And it sits up nicely. Cardoso again drills it back down the center of the park. Some huge punts on the boots of the Sharks boys. Gage Carter driven backwards. Get the ball away to Simon Thunder, please. And that's what we do nicely. It's going to go beautifully. Oh, what a bounce. Lucky bounce there for Cardoso. You can see Phil Muhammad went running into touch to try and claim that one. Waiting at the back there. Good tackle. Great chase and a big turnover for the Sharks. That is an amazing play on Gossard. They look short side. And they just about get through there. Caladora, back it goes to Pisler. And he's kicked this one into the end goal. It'll be placed in goal from Simon Thunder du Plessis. We are near on 8 minutes sitting here, folks. It is still 0-0. No tries between these two sides as we kick off season 11 of Global Rugby Manager. The first points will come, I expect, very, very soon. But until then, we'll move on forward and see what happens next and how long it takes to see our first try of Season 11. Hopefully not from a mistake, but I don't like that kick from Gossard. So we're moving on. Well, it's remarkable that we are 23 minutes into the game and we've lost our own line-out. And a chance down kick too from Carl in the middle of the park. It's all action here, as I thought we'd get a little bit of the action back on the screen as the Invaders were under a bit of pressure there. We lose our own line-outs and no points all this time. And then it all happens. Charge downs, slip tackles and loose balls has come away for Lavala again as the Sharks are putting themselves in a great position to get the first points of the opening half of this matchup. So sit in midfield. Finally, we have settled the game down a bit. Here's Ramapelli. The big second rower going with a short side play. Lucy is decked. Big tackle there from the Invaders. Here's a short side play. Canoso gets away from Karras. Puts a little grubber kick over, chip over the top. That's going to be regathered. Canoso! What a try! The fullback up on the line and chip in a chase. And a brilliant try by the fullback. Canoso scores for the Sharks, and just like that, the first points are on the board. And a convergence kick from Lavala as well. 7 points to total now. The Sharks over the Invaders, and they've got some points on the board already. Not what I intended to happen there at all, but a great play from the man who just kicks the ball away there. Canoso brilliantly getting around the outside of Garrity, and then a little chip over the top, fooling Gossard, and then the pace of the man. Extraordinary to get away. We're under a bit of pressure again, but get the ball nicely away to Duplessis. Oh, another brilliant kick, but a perfectly taken ball from Canoso as well. Puts us back under pressure, and Gossard loves to run it back. He loves to take on the line on a counter-attack. As we near the half an hour mark of this game, Garrity goes to the short side, and Carter Jones, the number 13 jumper, goes down the tracks and he's a straight into the pocket of Canoso, who drills it back, and now it's Gossard, who loves to run like we talked about. Good ball to Carter Jones. A man that loves to attack from the back. I hope to see more from Mr. Gossard as the game goes through. As a break. Brilliant too. Oh, and what a shot away there from Griffith Watschek. All created. Oh, and lost the ball as well. All created by Phil Muhammad. And we lose the pill after a great attacking scene there. Nice tackle rolling around the ankles there from the Invaders' defence. This is another chance now for the Sharks. Straight offload to Lucy, who's been a bit average, but he'll be wanting to get himself back in the game. There's our little box, a little cheeky one over the top, but it's easily claimed by Gossard, who's tapped it. And running away is Zengini. There's offside penalty here for the Invaders, who will take it. And I mentioned, well, is it an offside penalty? Why are we taking a scrum? Shouldn't there be a straight arm penalty? Be able to kick that for touch. Here is Duplessis, regardless, taking on the line. And now we want to kick this one away, please, boys. Get us out of trouble, and we can move on. A drop-off play there to Carter Jones from Griffith Watschek. And we're still in our 22, and a big tackle on Duplessis. It's a penalty, it's a turnover. It's everything for the Sharks. Now they attack 10 metres out from our line. Inching towards the half an hour mark. This could be the second try of the matchup. Down the right-hand side, and a good run from Gull. They've still got advantage. They'll get advantage if they don't score as well. That's the only way we're going to get out of this one. McCaw, the number 8, having a go. Waiting, directing traffic. It speaks with a headgear, gets away. Lucy, who shrugs away the tackle. Attempted average tackle too, it was, of Carter Jones in midfield. Now they go to the back line, and it's surprising. I'm not really realised, but Carter Jones shooting the middle of the field as Collard scores. Marsh Collard's in. And what a try there from the tight head prop. I was more concerned about the fact that I didn't realise that Carter Jones was on the field. 2 tries for the Sharks in the last 5 minutes, and that means that we have an injury. And with Watschek still there, it means that it's Gates Carter who has gone off. Goodness me, I didn't even realise all that time. I'm just used to Carter Jones coming on if there's an issue and a problem, but first game of the season, big injury. Losing Gage Carter, and down now 14 points to nil after half an hour. We're in a spot of bother. We need to act fast to get back in this game. Josh Evans is putting us in even more bother, but we hang on to the ball. 30 minutes in, 2 tries to the bad, if you will. And we need to fight back, and we need to fight back quickly as we head towards half-time. We'll move forward now. We're down 14 points to nil, and hopefully we can get something back before the half-time break. All right, this is what I'm talking about now. Big scrum feed here for the Invaders. Oh, and they've gone up as well. Loose head prop goes straight up for the Sharks, and now we've got a chance to attack. Through goes Duplessis. Offloads to Watts. Check, taking the tackle and losing the ball as well. It's going to be advantage on our side. What an opportunity that was. A knock on by the fullback, and we're taking 3. Duplessis, 40 metres out, right on the sideline. Simon Thunder Duplessis, give him 10 more. What a kick from the youngster. Nails it from anywhere on the paddock. And we're on the board, not really what I intended on our side. We've knocked the ball on as well, which is a real shame. Leon Richards, a man you'd rely on to drag those kickoffs in, and he spilt the pill. And now we are in a spot of bother as the Sharks looking to hit back for our 3 with a 7 of their own, which I'm not really too keen on that happening. Can we hold them out? We're almost up to half time. It's 4 and a bit minutes to go to the break. And it's a knock-on advantage on the side of the Sharks, although I do like the fact that's gone into touch, that we demolished their scrum to get that penalty just minutes ago. And we do have the advantage. Look, we're moving forward with it, but we can't quite force them up. And the Sharks, beautiful work, and Pilsner's through again, but we should turn. No, we don't. The short play, up it goes. And they charge on forward into the 22. Now they go to the right, another poor pass, but numbers are there for them. 2 players go down for a Carter Jones on the ball. Gets the turnover as well. Let us clear our lines and move on. Oh dear, why have we gone so short side and so flat? Give yourselves some depth, boys. Be flat on defence, be deep on attack. Duplessis gets the kick away and alleviates a little bit of pressure. We're almost at half time. 14-3 the score. The difference is 11. If we can hold out till half time, we'll be quite happy. Let's see what the Sharks can do. They find width as well, and there's a penalty here. Is it forward pass? It's our ball, it is. Yes! Forward pass by the Sharks. The Invaders, oh! The Invaders dominate. Can he go from there? Duplessis, he's kicked away. Wanting to play, obviously, the penalty on his side. Is he going to kick from here? I do wish he's not. He's going to go for touch, you wimp. Simon Thunder should have gone for a 50-metre smacker. Let's stay with this, though. We've got a minute to the break. Can we score our first try this season? Richard to the back. Karras goes out to Duplessis. 4! Short ball brilliantly on. A Watts check and knocked on by Cooper. It was so magical. It was so fluid. It was meant to be played, but it has not come out the way we hoped. And a kick to touch and a scrum advantage now for the Sharks. We'll see the end of the first 40 minutes, I expect. So go to the right-hand side, and Lucy kicks a touch. That is it. Half-time is up. 14-3 the score. We'll move on through the second half and see who gets the nudge of the second 40 minutes. We need to score next. We need to get back in this game. And it's got to come pretty quickly as well. Well, it's not been as I hoped. I thought we needed to get back in this game, but it's been all the Sharks as we are just a couple minutes into the second half, and now a great chance for them to really put the pressure on. The Sharks up to our 22, and how good is this new tackle animation I've noticed they've added, wrapping around the ankles, and we've got an injured player going down there. Of course, pick and go, but it looks like it's a Sharks player who is down and injured. We'll try to catch who that is if we can, but loving new animations, by the way, creators of GRM. Great work on that tackle sweep around the legs as the Sharks look to put a bit of pressure on and look to really hammer on that scoreboard. 14-3, they're up by 11, and another try here could put us soundly to bed. It's a great run here from Malapelli, support by McCaw, the tight end prop doing all the hard work. They go to the short side. Healy, a short little ball away to Kunadrua, and the pick, offload. Thought it's a picking. I was trying to pronounce his name, but an equally hard one. Vlislovic. I don't know how to say it properly, but here's another one. Cardoso kicks on the sideline. Cardoso puts it over. And 3 hard names in a row there. No, I'm not going to lie. They finally scored a try, though. Converted as well from Cardoso. That one we've got down pat. And the Sharks fighting back, really putting us under huge pressure here as we look to get ourselves back in the game here. Josh Evans defended the knock on. Every time we've played well, we've stuffed it up. We put in a great set-piece play, then we knock it on. We drop the pass, we stuff up the line-out. Such an error-ridden game tonight so far by the Invaders. The Sharks have a scrum feed, and Speaks has it at the back. We've got a penalty, boys. We've got ourselves another scrum penalty. I love this. We're going for 3 again. Oh, there's only just over half an hour to go, and it's a bit too late to be shooting the 3s here, guys. But let's take the points. And hopefully we can fight our way back. We're scoring 3, conceding 7. That's not how you win a game of rugby, I'll tell you that much. 21-6 is a score. Another fumbled pass at the back, and Carter Jones tries to be the hero and bulldozes his way through 3 defenders. Can't do so. Go far side, Carrots, quick. Yes, throw it out there, Cooper. Get in behind. Get the advantage of numbers. It's away to Clyde Edwards. Good work from Clyde. Have we lost that? Oh, we've lost it. We had that overlap and everything, but we've butchered it. Knock on. That's more like it. Petruski picks up. Oh, that should allow us to clear the ball away. Waschek with an absolute shocking kick. And it hardly makes its way out of the 22. We're not looking too fancy at the moment, folks. It's 21-6. The Invaders going down in a bit of a heat, but with a good scrum in our backs. Yes, another penalty. Get me some of that. And another average kick from Duplessis. But we will have the straight penalty now. We're about to kick decently for touch. Get back the own line out. And hopefully, with half an hour to go, we can launch some kind of attack. Let's see the set piece, shall we? Let's see what we do from this opportunity. Lose the line out. Great work, team. Let's move on. Oh, well, hang on. Oh, no, this is not what I wanted to see. Here's a big run from the hooker. He's got an offload away. Beautiful to Ralapelli. Beats 1. Beats 2. Oh, and 3. Oh, 4 defenders. Corey Ralapelli has just broken our hearts with an extraordinary run down the sideline from the second rower. Not what I wanted to watch. That's actually a shocker from Cardoso. I thought set piece. Let's move on. And then, what's happening? What's going on here? And they charge through and score. 26-6. This is a poor start to our season. We are terrible starters of not only the games, but also seasons. I don't know if we're going to recover from this one, team. This is a shocking performance to start us off. Let's see if now we can rocket something. You know, 2 of their tries have come from us stuffing up our lineouts. That you take off 14 points, or okay, 12 because they missed that conversion. That puts this game a little bit closer. I'm stretching here, but here's Gossard making a break. Bartmoley Gossard cuts through like a hot knife and goes for the try. Brilliant. Gossard back to his best. And that's what we're going to see more of in season 11. 26-11. Yes, I would love to see 100 replays of that. How has he missed that kick? What? That was a great try from Gossard. The ability for him to sweep through tackles was amazing. But unfortunately, Duplessis, although he is as good as he can get with goal kicking, he has pushed that one wide. 26-11, the score remains. 15 points of difference. We've got to score 3 times. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. As the lineouts take at the front and Speaks goes through a bit of a run. He's pushed backwards. Some good defense there, but we're just not hot enough on the tackle here to put pressure on as Lucy. Great tackle again coming in from Carrots. And they do it too easy at the moment, Sharks. So we put him into touch. I'll be quite content with that to finish. Running in and charging hard as Captain Zangetti. Like a piece of that from the big man with the C on his arm. Now, the Invaders away through Mohamed Eza. Great run from Duplessis. Look at the wheels of the young man. Love to see a piece of that. We fire wide. Oh, Gossard, you hero. What are you doing? Numbers on his outside. Here's a turnover because we've got no one in support. Pichella does brilliantly before being wiped out by about 3 defenders. We've got just over 20 to go. We should really move on from this one. Let's see how long we can keep this going. Let's see how long we can keep in possession on our side. Beautiful ball from Gossard. Finds Lucas Zangetti. Couldn't get the pass away again. We need to keep that ball alive. Pass it. Oh, Patricia gets it away to Phil Muhammad. Can't beat his man. Turnover ball penalty. All that liking stuff is done. And we have stuffed another chance. 26-11, 56 gone. Let's see what happens in this final 20-minute stanza of this comprehensive victory. Got to say it already for the Hawke's Bay Sharks. So Hawke's Bay Sharks with the line out here, just inside their own half, and they've slapped it down and they've lost it. Carrots picked it up. Big chance now for the Invaders. Finally, we turn over their set piece. Out to midfield it goes. Waschek holds up nicely. Carter Jones cuts back the other way. Goes to Cooper. Cooper there with Vanderberger. Some ball play through the big boys. And away it goes to Phil Muhammad. Lucas Ngini and Leon Richards, the support link-up play, finding a speedster and Phil Muhammad, and finally our talisman pulls one back. And a good kick too from the sideline. Simon Thunder says, give me a hard one on now, let's put it too easy. I'm not interested. 26-18, this game is still a two-score play, but I'm happy that we got ourselves back in the scoring and back with another try as Duplessis kicks long. 60 minutes gone. The difference is 26-18, so an 8-point game. The Sharks, though, would love to put another one on the board here and try and put this one to bed. We've only scored 2 tries. They've scored their 4. Oh, a great little skip-out play there from Caruso. He's been a huge danger. The 2 penalty goals, eh? Who thought would become a penalty team? Not me, that's for sure. Here is Speaks coming back, and again, in the end, it's a kick away from Pistler again, but he's gone beautifully into our 22. He bounced the ball, working in the favour of the Sharks. And we've just won our line out, which is very good. Here is Duplessis, goes away to Wozniak, straight through the middle, Carter Jones out wide. Oh, what a ball from Gossard, here's the wheels, go Phil, run, step him. Oh, Fender, we could have done something, that was a try. Magic man Phil Muhammad with all the space in the world. We just couldn't shut it down. And we have to reset things back. It's 26-18. It is anything but game over, in my opinion. We're going to fight tooth and nail to try and get ourselves back into this game. 63 gone. Still plenty of time to score a couple of tries. Oh, how about this for a stuff-up? How about this from Caruso? A beautiful kick from Duplessis. And Caruso's knocked that on his own try line. 5 metre scrum Invaders. Let's get one, boys. Glenn Edwards, shot to Duplessis. Just about there. 1 metre out. Carrots fires to the backlines. Wozniak, beautiful pass. And Carter Jones scores. The Invaders are back. Wow. Big try. Puts us now within 3 points. And an easy one from the man that created the charge. Simon Thunder Duplessis puts it over. It's 26-25. This game, like I said in the last passage, is not over yet, as the Sharks have actually won their kickoff beautifully and now put themselves in another great position to put their lead back intact. 1 point is all it is. Do you ever watch an Invaders game and not lose half of your nails on your fingers, because this one is going down to the wire. We're in the final 10 minutes. 1 point is the difference. What is this game going to have in store? Who is going to have the nerves? Who is going to have the finishing play to get the job done? The Sharks, though, great chance early. They're in the 22 and they've got possession on their side, and it's a turnover. Phil Muhammad. Big play from the big man that really puts us on the map. Offload incoming. It's a good one too. Sam Cooper finds space in the pass. Scoots away from Lucy. He gets up to the 10-metre line. The Invaders are charging. Now we go back. Duplessis kicks away from Caruso. Gets the bounce. Duplessis, yes! What a kick! Puts the pressure on the Sharks. And now we're in their 22. The line out is good. Speaks gives away. And Gull, who was on in the number 10 jumper. He wasn't on number 10 jumper before, was he? I hardly remember saying his name. Don't know, don't care. Never saw who went off injured for them. Line out the front's won by the Invaders. It's all about the boys in red as we try to get our first win of the season, our opening game on the road. But we've lost the ball. Got a little bit too excited there. Thought we've got some numbers outnumbered big time on the short side, but somehow we get away with it, as again it's Pistler who kicks it away. And into touch it goes, just inside our own half, 12 metres in. And we win the line out. He does very well. It's a kicking duel still. As this time it's Duplessis trying to get away from Caruso. This time he wins the ball and he does not make an error. Back for Gossard. He loves to run. Is he going to? He does. Beautiful pass to Phil Muhammad. Running at a rate of knots. That's what 99 speed looks like, my friends. Now it's back to Wozniak. He's going to kick. Away it is from Caruso. Oh, what a spin on the ball. That was a ripper. An absolute ripper as well. The turn on that at the end. Now chance. Put pressure on defensively. Good tackle or Speaks to the back. And can we shut these boys down? Another kick this time. It's Pistler again, who's gone long, and another good kick into our half. And just over the 10-metre line, we reset. 74 will be pretty much 75 minutes gone now. 1 point difference. We win the line out, which is good. Back it goes to Duplessis. We kick. We look to put pressure on the boot. And again, it's Caruso who wins it easily at the back, returns fire. Back down to Phil Muhammad. Happy in the number 15 jumper if needed. What a cutout ball. Missed by everyone. It's a forward pass. As Woodsheck thought he had a clear run to the line, the referee pulls them back. A penalty, a drop goal, something could change this game. Here's a bit of work to do. Caruso on the line. That took both our defenders to drag him down. 10-metre line, and Gull is the one kicking over the top. A bounce could be fortuitous for either side, but it's Gossard who pulls it in. And down it goes. Caruso now catching on halfway in 7:22. He goes to the air. It's a high ball. It's an opportunity. It's a chance, but Pachella is the man there. And we get numbers to the breakdown. Win our ball back. We're almost to 77 minutes. Now it's away to Duplessis who kicks it high. And now we're only playing the percentage halves in our own territory. And we get it just short of halfway. Now it's the Sharks with advantage. Oh, an overthrown line out, but it's picked up at the back. Speaks is all over this. It's been a good player for the Sharks, and they still kick. Who's going to make the error? Gull at the back, and that's a good kick. What a play from Gull, number 10 for the Sharks. Line out. Oh, again, nicely won. Goes down to Duplessis, who kicks high, looking for that territory again. Good chase on it there on the wing, but we don't find a competitive play on it. At the front, Speece fires a floaty ball out, and Gull is just going to hammer it back. Is this going to go dead in goal? We would love it if it would. It does! It does go dead in goal. Scrum will go back the other way. Invaders coming milk a penalty. We can't. Got away to Carter Jones, who's really played an aimless little run there. It's just inside our own half. We've thrown it to touch. That's it. That is full time. I didn't even notice. That is all over. Oh, no. It was a 1-point game, and that last 10 minutes went by like a rocket. We've fought back valiantly, but not enough to get the win. Maybe, just maybe, if we didn't miss that one conversion, we could have been the team on the better side of this result. I didn't even notice time had run out. That's how enthralling that closing stanza was. The Sharks dominated for the opening, well, good 50, 60 minutes of this game before we finally fought our way back. Ultimately, though, it wasn't enough to get the win. Phil Muhammad was brilliant as well, but I do notice it was Ralapelli who picked up man of the match. So we'll have a look at some standout performance. We'll have a look at who really let us down. And wrap it up by having a look at the table. We could have scored so many more tries. You see a couple of big chances there that didn't quite make the highlights reel. But the Invaders were certainly good enough. But again, we fall that short of the Hawke's Bay Sharks. What a rivalry we've got going. One of these days we're going to beat these buggers, I tell you. One of these days. Right. 26-25, the full-time score. Both sides missing one kick. The Sharks will say, hey, if they got theirs and you got yours, it wouldn't have mattered either way, which is a fair statement. But possession, 50-50, but it was territory that the Sharks won out on in the end, 62-38. This was close, wasn't it? Tackles close, missed tackles close. Sadly, we didn't get that fourth try in the bonus points, which could come back to haunt us later on. The bonus points are so important, but the Sharks get that 4 try of bonus points in the game. Turnovers won, 12-5. It's time and time again that we look at this and say, we're just not getting the best out of those ruck turnovers, and that is a big disappointment for us. But we did dominate the scrum, and we got a couple of penalties from the 8-man shelf, which I like to see as well. Sharks were the better team. I don't think we deserve to win that, but I'm really happy with how we come back strong and got within that 1 point. We will pick up a bonus point, of course, for losing within 7. It's a little consolation, isn't it, when you come away with a 1-point loss. We will rue that come the end of the season. Corey Ralapelli picked up man of the match. 1 try, 4 tackles, got a turnover, but that 1 try was highlight reel stuff. First game of the season, and already we've seen a try that we'll look back on fondly at the end of the season. Who stood out for the Invaders here today? It's an average display by the captain, Lucas Ngidi, just a 13, but solid by the front row. Vandermerva, Patriscu, and Collis both in the low or mid-20s, you'll say. Some higher than others. Richards played all right, 27 as well. No one in the pack really stood out there. Pichello, 25, 34 good from Josh Evans, and a 26 only from Sam Cooper. Carrots, his first real chance at the number 9 jumper. Of course, he's got massive pressure from the man behind him. Cullum. Someone is waiting in the wings. I'll show you that guy in just a tick as well. He's someone, Cullum. I can't remember his last name. He's waiting in the wings. He could be a guy that could be strong contender for that number 9 jumper, but he played 36 Simon Fannin on his best with a 30. Phil Muhammad was good though, really, really good with his 47. The midfield was Sheik at 31, and the injured Gage Carter picked up just a 7. Good game too by Buzz Gossard at 49 and 25 from Clyde Edwards. Coming on the field was Carter Jones at 30. Not too bad from him as a replacement, but overall, average performance from us, and we did get away with the biscuits here today. How the Sharks play? Not great. Look at that. A loose head prop of 2.1. That is pretty average. And the injury to Ross. Yes, I thought Ross. I didn't think it was Gull who was their regular starter. 3 injuries. Wow. Sorry, CJ. Sorry about that. Big time, buddy. 3 big injuries for them as well. So let's have a look at the table now and wrap up our first game, our opening game of Season 11. Okay, so not the start that I had in mind to kick off our season, but any season, and most of our seasons have started off with a game against CJ's Sharks. Is a tough start to the season. We seem to start against them and then we end against them as well. So it's always the way that we start against them again, because that is a big matchup that we always seem to be ranked very similar. And a 1-point game just goes to show how tight it is between our two sides. But congratulations, CJ. Well played to Sharks. This day, you pick up the close win. There was also another close game there as well. You see the Osaka Reds just getting a 1-point win, 42-41. Over the Derby Hammerheads. We'll have a look at the full results here in the league, but big wins there for the Zulu. The Raptors picking up a big win as well. Sharks, the Reds, and the Senators all going for wins in the opening round. It's quite interesting to see that only a couple of teams in the opening round having level 2 stadiums. But the Mounties, close one there, just going down by 4 points to the Senators. Really close one there. The Reds have received 42-41 Hammerheads. Then, of course, our 1-point game with the Sharks. That was a really close game, exciting game as well. 50-20, the Zulu over the Capitals, and the Raptors, 58-45 over the Kawasaki Ninjas. Right, now we're going up against the winner from round 1. That is the Osaka Reds. So that's going to be an interesting game. They are just stuck by, didn't they? 42-41, over the Hammerheads. So I'm not sure how the Hammerheads are, whether that's going to be tight one for us or not. We'll see next week. But of course, we have the injury, which we've already talked about briefly on the intro video, because we'd already gone through the first round. But it is here he is, Gage Carter. He's out for 2 weeks, so we're going to miss him. I guess we'll probably start with Carter Jones in the 13 jumper. He played all right. He'll partner Wozciak. No, that's not the one. Wozciak in the midfield combination. The guy I was just talking about, halfback, number 9, scrum half. Cullum Davis, that's the name I was trying to think of. He's the guy going head-to-head with Carrot Scarity for that number 9 jumper. I just kind of think that Carrots is a little bit of faster trainer, a little bit of a better player than Cullum. But Cullum's homegrown, so potential there. He could be a guy that will definitely take up their number 2 role of the number 9s. We've also got these 2 chaps who we talked about in the season intro, who are coming through the system as well. And the other guys, if you've missed out guys we have for sale, I've got a number of guys up for sale. So go check out that Season 11 intro kind of video and have a look at the players that we've got through the youth system, and we'll be offloading this week. But that is it pretty much. The team, that's the only change. Carter Jones will come into the 13 jumper for Gage Carter. I'm always tempted to put Wozciak in 13 instead, but we'll leave it as it is. They played pretty well in that second half together, so we'll leave it as it is. Otherwise, the team will be unchanged. Of course, we'll have Dylan Fox will come onto the bench for Carter Jones. Otherwise, she's all looking pretty rosy, I think. That is all the news we've really got. We had a big wrap-up of the season last season and the intro to this season in the previous video. If you want to see what the team looks like, go check out that one. But as always, that video does us for the opening round of round 11 of Global Rugby Manager. As always, we wrap up. A big thanks to the guys at GRM for supporting the videos on the channel. It was a great relationship with those guys. Getting this game out there for everyone to view and see. So make sure you go and check it out. If you like what you see, if you like the game, globalrugbymanager.com. Go there, check it out, download the client and have a play. Also, if you like the way the engine plays, you can grab a playable version pretty much of GRM called Rugby Champions. Now that is available on Steam. It's a pretty cheap little game as well. If you're a rugby lover, if you like the way this engine plays, you will love Rugby Champions. Go check out the couple of videos I've already got on the channel to see more about it. But for today, that has been done and dusted. As per always, thanks for coming by and checking out the video. Let me know how your team on GRM is going in the comments below as always as well. And I'll see you all next time for our second match of the season up against the Osaka Reds. First time we played those guys, let's see how it goes. Until then though, thanks for watching, and as always, take care.